This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You're watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Right, thank you, Nikki, for sending me this article. And for you guys, I shall put it in the description box to go have a read of it yourself. So The Ring, of course, these guys hear a lot of stuff and before it's officially broadcast by those involved. So as I said, this will be in the description box for you all, where they have broke the news that Anthony Joshua and Big Baby Jarrell Miller have in fact agreed terms. So there's just a couple of minor details, whatever they may be, and as soon as they are agreed, they shall sign contracts and then broadcast it out to the masses. But The Ring magazine, they are a very reliable source, of course. But listen, it's not 100% confirmed yet. Anything can happen, right? But these guys are pretty good for the news, that's for sure. So it's a fight that a lot of us have been almost expecting, I think. I am surprised how they have kind of made it a little bit hardball with Dillian Whyte, to be honest with you. But listen, Eddie Hearn and DAZN especially, and this article goes into it, DAZN wants Joshua in America. Why? Because it boosts their platform, of course. Eddie Hearn would love Joshua in America as well. Why? For the same reason. It boosts their platform, right? It gives Anthony Joshua more exposure, all that kind of thing. Big Baby Jarrell Miller, undefeated American. So Joshua will travel to defend his world titles, something that Wilder never has. And he's unlikely to do so against Tyson Fury. And of course, Frank Warren won't push that issue. Of course he won't. But anyway, that aside, hopefully Tyson Fury goes over there and does an absolute demolition job on him. But listen, I think corruption and judges is probably going to get in the way of it. Anyway, that aside, it's a fight that I know a lot of people are unhappy about. And it's a fight that a lot of people are happy about, of course. For me, listen, if Anthony Joshua is the big star, which we all believe that he is, why not put it on April 13th at Wembley Stadium anyway? Now, we do know that Big Baby Jarrell Miller, he's not really one for travelling himself. He's turned down numerous opportunities, that's for sure. But he is an undefeated heavyweight. Okay, he's somebody that is highly ranked. A lot of people go by The Ring magazine, of course, where currently they have Joshua number 1, Tyson Fury number 2, Wilder number 3, and of course Dillian Whyte number 4, I believe. But Big Baby Jarrell Miller is number 9. Okay, so again, Joshua is taking on a top 10 rated heavyweight. Of course, he's ranked highly across all the other sanctioning bodies, except for the WBC, where he's not ranked at all because he's refusing to take part in VADA. But to take on Joshua, because the WBA title is on the line, he must participate in VADA now. So a lot of people who've been accusing Big Baby Jarrell Miller of PED use, well, to take on Joshua, he's going to have to be enrolled into VADA. This way, you're now going to find out. The date for it, June the 1st, at Madison Square Garden, New York City. Potentially June the 8th. That is another date that they're potentially contemplating, at least anyway. So it's quite some way off. In fact, it's quite a long time off, really, isn't it? And inactivity. Listen, Joshua, he hasn't had a fight since September. So going all the way to June, that's quite a long time. For him, that's a very, very long time, that's for sure. And for him to go to America as well, listen, it's a tall order. Joshua will be the heavy favourite. He has travelled quite a bit around the world as an amateur, so he's not new to it. But in the pro games, he hasn't travelled outside of UK. He's been in England, or he's been in Cardiff, or he's been in Scotland. Okay, so who knows? Who knows how it's going to be? Miller is a dangerous opponent. He keeps on coming forward, that's for sure. And he's no stranger to New York City because he's a native of New York. So he's going to have the home crowd on his side. So those who are going to be hating on this one, as I said, as another American that Anthony Joshua is going to take on, and he's travelling, which is something that Wilder hasn't done. Wilder has accused Joshua of being a UK champion, even though Wilder's never travelled as champion. It's weird, isn't it? And he's unlikely to do so against Tyson Fury. So again, that's something else that Joshua's done that Wilder hasn't. Keeps on proving that he's the A-side each and every time. So we have to look forward to this fight. As I said, I know some people are unhappy about it. Some people will be very happy about it. For me, I'm not bothered. Honestly, it's another test for AJ. Miller is a big juggernaut. He just keeps on plodding forward, keeps on taking up shots. Not the biggest puncher in the world, but he does have knockout power, so Joshua is going to have to be careful. He is going to have to unload on some bombs and make sure that he's got some endurance in the tank. We've seen Joshua gas before. Hopefully not again. And of course, hopefully now, Dylan White needs to chase Dominic Brazil. He needs to become mandatory for the WBC now, because then he's guaranteed to face the winner of Wilder and Fury. So anyway, that's the news. As I said, article in the description box for you all, where they have confirmed that Anthony Joshua and big baby Jarrell Miller have agreed terms to face off in New York on June the 1st and potentially June the 8th. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, and of course subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.